Hold on, I think I grabbed the wrong cannon. Which cannon did you get in? Is it moving now?
I'm getting in this
okay.
one. This
You
one
just
right
sort of
here.
disappeared, and so I didn't see which cannon you got in. All right, here we go.
Yep. Now I'm moving.
Boo!
Whee!
Oh,
it doesn't hurt you. That's good.
Yeah.
You guys are fools.
Oh, but jumping down from a ledge will hurt you.
Yes.
This is the Player
All
4
right.
podcast.
Malachi,
Join
is
us
it time
each
to
week
play
as we
the
talk
intro?
about
He's
video games,
played it right
entertainment,
now.
and pop culture, and bring in guests from the Rooster Teeth community. Player 4 has entered the game. Hello and welcome to the Player 4 podcast. I am Tristan, aka Shagrazir, on the Rooster Teeth website.
Ahoy there! I am Alex, aka Chaos Black 21.
And I am Malachi, aka Suki Kiba.
Arr, yar, arr! We be having a podcast today, lads.
God damn it.
What do we be talking about, Malachi?
Apparently, your guys' weird thing for pirates today.
Arr, pirates we be!
Arr, we're gonna make you walk the plank.
Talk about Sea of Thieves. We also wanted to touch base on some current movies and also talk about Avengers Endgame.
Which is a current movie.
Is it actually out?
No.
No, it's
but it will be in
26.
9 days.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, technically, I guess it's 9 days because it's midnight, but it might as well be 8 days.
I simply meant that it was current and that we are not talking about A Beautiful Life or anything like that. Or Wonderful Life. What's the name of that movie?
It's a Wonderful Life.
That's the one.
The Christmas movie.
Alright, so go on your pirate tangent, you podcast pirates.
Arr, we be taking over this podcast with our cannons and our shooting ourselves out of cannons. So,
yes.
So first, fill everyone in what the game is. Is it a paid game? Is it free to play? Is it multi-online?
Oh, it's a paid game, but we have it now because it went on sale because it's now a year old.
Okay.
So it's Sea of Thieves that released last year. I was pretty excited about it because the graphics look good and the gameplay looked fun. The one thing I didn't like was that you could stuff yourself in a cannon and shoot yourself onto other people's ships and it didn't hurt you at all. But other than that, it looked really good.
Which he just did to me right now.
It's true. I did. So I've been wanting to play it, but I couldn't find a way to pick it up for the PC that was like easy. So I kind of just danced around it and kind of ignored it for a while until it came across one of my Discord channels the other day that they were having like a 50% off sale for it. And that they'd revamped the way Microsoft Store works so that you can buy stuff and then install it on either your Xbox or your PC straight from the website. And I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. And it still was a little more complicated than that to get it to install where I wanted it to, but ultimately it seems I was able to. I'm going to double check where all the files are and stuff like that, because I got a bunch of hard drives. But yeah, now for $30, Alex and I are going to be pirates on the sea.
Yes. I never got it because it's a game that, to me, you have to play with other people to enjoy. So I never got it because nobody that I knew actually really wanted to play because I didn't know Tristan was planning on getting it.
I didn't know it was cross-platform.
Well, and that's another thing. So Tristan plays it on PC. I have it on Xbox now. And there's a few others from our D&D group who also just recently decided to get it too. And so now, because there's cross-platform, we can play together because Tristan and I can never play anything because he always plays on something on PC and I always play it on Xbox.
Joseph wants us to talk about his new phone after this. Yes, but we are playing together on different systems, and it's actually pretty cool. We're still learning. We only just started today. I got a big ship. He got a little ship because we wanted to see what the different startings meant. They don't seem to mean too much. other than you definitely need friends if you're gonna pilot the big ship.
And I found out when I started it up again, each time you like start it up, you get to choose the ship. So it's not like you're stuck with that ship then.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Oh, they probably did that for people who bit off more than they can chew. They're like, oh man, I want to do this ship, and then realize they can't control it by themselves that easy.
Yeah, it also spares you like the whole losing everything if the ship sinks or something like that. Like it all goes into your customizable crates and things. So if you get a custom thing for a ship, you can just equip or unequip it, and then so when you log in, you can turn things on and off. It's not lost if the ship sinks. So that's kind of nice.
Well, and if your ship sinks, because my ship already did when I first was played, it already went down. I think a like merman appears, and you can get your ship back by just talking to him.
Is there anything this game can't do?
Apparently not.
It's got mermans and everything. I just realized that that jangling we've been hearing is my brother trying to text me.
So yeah, we're excited to sail the 7 or whatever many seas that Sea of Thieves is, and get to play some together since we never get to with any other games.
It's true. You know, we can't get Alex to play a lot of the computer games because his laptop just doesn't handle it well, and he doesn't like using his laptop. So being able to put it on Xbox means that we can actually play some games together and have some fun.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about
So,
system requirements.
now was this just a feature of the game, or was it that Microsoft, with the way that they're doing the store now, make it so that they can cross-platform more games?
Well, I'm sure that it's both, honestly. It was a feature of the game that it's cross-platform, and it's enabled by the fact that Microsoft owns both platforms.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's no secret that Microsoft has started to try to like push towards cross-platform. Like I think they're in the works. If it's not already there, it's in the works. Like that you can get an app on your Switch that will help with cross-platforming. So pretty much the only company that is against cross-platforming right now is Sony.
Well, you know, they're fighting over market.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So, you know, there wasn't enough incentive in some ways for them to cross-platform because they weren't guaranteeing themselves sales,
Yeah.
by allowing people to buy it on a system they preferred rather than the system that wanted the money. So, a incentivizer for cross-platform. But now with Microsoft total control over PCs and Xbox, they have a way of controlling both markets, and then which will increase the amount that people buy anyway.
Yeah, hopefully.
Alex is doing laps of the ship now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so any last tidbits you guys want to boast or talk about Sea of Thieves?
No, because we don't know anything about the game.
You've been playing it for a little bit.
We've only just started. We've only been playing it for like an hour, so we don't have a lot to put in about like. What I like is that it's got cool weather effects. We were talking earlier about how we had to bail out the lowest deck of the ship because it was kind of filling up with water, and we're like, "What, is somebody sinking us?" But it was because it was raining really hard. So that was kind of cool.
So you can't ignore the weather.
You can't. Or, well, you shouldn't, probably.
Oh, by the way, there's more water.
It's been raining while we've been podcasting.
Yeah, so that's Sea of Thieves. Maybe we'll be able to talk about our adventures later on.
So
We
what?
can stream it.
So what else sank this weekend?
Ooh.
Apparently, Joseph's phone.
No,
Apparently Joseph's phone
yeah.
sang. He says, talk about my new phone, but did he give us details?
No, he just wanted us to make up stories. So my
Talk about my new
story is
phone.
that Joseph was playing on his phone and he had to do some business and it fell into the toilet. And so then he had to get a new phone because
he was doing business while doing business.
Yep. And so then he had to get a new phone because otherwise,
it
if
was
you put
covered
it
in
up to his
business.
ear, it would be he'd be putting toilet water up to his ear.
Alex, that's actually kind of amusing because when he told me that he wanted us to talk about his phone, and I asked, "Is there poop involved?" And he said, "I can neither confirm or deny, nor deny."
There could be. Maybe. Are you sure you want to know?
Do you think he got attacked by a kid? Kid
I
destroyed
mean,
it.
he has two of them, so it's likely. He's Nicolas Caging at us.
Or maybe it did the concrete slide. It's always
Mine did
wonderful.
mine did an asphalt slide once, and it was fine.
I have
Sometimes.
never had a phone break on me.
You better knock on some wood there, killer.
Okay.
No.
Luckily, I have some wood next to me. All right. So yeah.
So
Movies.
Hellboy. That was what Malachi was originally referring to.
That's what I was
Hellboy.
thinking of. Yeah.
Yes, that sank. Did not do well first weekend at the box office. It took $50 million to make. At the box office, they only got around $12 million, so it's considered a flop.
So
Yeah, and I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't plan to go see it.
So
I never even saw Hellboy 2.
if you've seen it flop, is it tied to the original Hellboy, or is this a
No, this is
reboot?
a basic. Yeah, it's a restart.
Okay, now the other question is like, since you knew it was a flop, did you read like what is the general consensus between everyone?
I haven't actually looked into that.
Oh, okay.
The article I read was suggesting that people might not be happy because it's not Ron Perlman who
He was
the Hellboy in the first two.
He was a good Hellboy, to be honest. I liked
it wasn't directed by El Toro.
Don't know that guy.
Or Del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro. You don't know who Guillermo del Toro is, Malachi?
I probably know his movies, but don't know him.
Well, Hellboy is one of his movies.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim is another really famous one.
Okay.
He's a director.
So actor. I don't know. I've never been a big fan. I like the first movie, the first Hellboy. Never seen the second one, and this one I just couldn't be bothered to see it. Because I'm not a big Hellboy fan, so. But it looks like other people did not think that it looked as good as like past Hellboys.
Yeah, I was interested in seeing it just because it was Hellboy, because I did enjoy the first movie. Our first couple movies, I actually own both of them.
Joseph says that he liked Del Toro's work on The Hobbit.
Oh, he did The Hobbit. Oh.
That was Peter Jackson.
I was gonna say. Don't film it. I don't honestly, I don't freaking pay attention to directors unless it's a movie I really liked, which I do like The Hobbit though, but it doesn't click. It's not one of the first things that clicks to my mind when I think of a movie.
In other movie news, Shazam actually did well in the box office. I don't know what it actually did, but I think it was up like number 1 for a few weeks.
Joseph copped to screwing with you, Malachi. He says Del Toro was going to direct The Hobbit, but he didn't.
Well, I think Shazam probably succeeded a bit because it was looked like very comedy-based movie. being very playful.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing for DC because they haven't, other than Wonder Woman, they haven't had very many. And
Aquaman,
Aquaman
I
here
was gonna
recently.
say.
But they other than those two movies, they haven't done a very good job. So it's good to see that they were able to get another solid movie in here before Wonder Woman 1984 comes out as well.
Well, so it looks like they have a positive increasing in good movie trend because we've had 3 good movies from them.
Yeah, well, we'll see how the next Suicide Squad ends up coming out.
Oh,
There's gonna be another.
Yeah, they're already putting together a second one.
is it a sequel to the previous one?
Ah, it's a reboot.
That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know because I don't think Will Smith is going to be in it. So someone's got to take over Deadshot. Yeah, I don't know enough information to even say anything about it. I just know that another one is coming out.
So
I mean, Deadshot wears a mask most of the time anyway, right? So
yeah.
Not in the last Suicide Squad, but
Well,
yeah, usually he does.
He was trying to turn. Well, remember what he said when he had the mask in his hand. He's like, if I put that on, someone's gonna die. So it was like him holding back.
But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, they can do better with it. But something else is coming out in 8 to 9 days.
Yes. I actually have missed. I still didn't watch Captain Marvel, sadly.
What?
I know.
Oh my gosh, Malachi.
It was in theaters this weekend. I should still see it if it is in theaters. But yeah, I have no idea where things are going to go from here. What hints, other than Ant-Man and Wasp, I've seen the end of that.
To be fair, you don't actually have to watch Captain Marvel to like.
But they hint to the Avengers or bits of what's going.
Hint at the end. They hint.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
like
Tristan left my party. What the hell?
He's gonna steal all your booty.
But like it's pretty much just like a hint. Basically, between Infinity War and Endgame, there's a hint, and that's about it. Otherwise, like the whole movie, you don't really need to see, other than if you were interested in how Captain Marvel came to be, and kind of what she brings to the table.
All right. Well, do you have any foresight into this upcoming movie?
Foresight, as in what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, or anything you might have gotten like hinted on, or
I mean, a lot of people are saying that Captain America is going to sacrifice himself, to like save everyone else, and that's kind of going to be how like Chris Evans essentially finishes his role as Captain America, which is certainly possible. I could see afterwards, like Bucky, the Winter Soldier, taking over the Captain America mantle after that. Otherwise, I don't know what will happen. I think Captain Marvel's going to play a big role in like she'll probably face off like one-on-one with Thanos for a little bit. Maybe to help everyone else get like set up or get ready for whatever plan they come up with.
yeah, because he alone is super strong.
You mean she?
No, I'm talking about Thanos. Because the glove is pretty much destroyed, but he's still a powerful being himself.
Yeah, but so is Captain Marvel.
At least we believe the glove was destroyed. We don't or damaged. We don't know if it's fully destroyed. Of course, the stones can't be destroyed.
And I mean, in the trailer, they're wearing suits, so they're going to go
In space.
through. Yeah.
In space.
Woo!
Anyways.
So I'm excited. I'm not gonna see it when it comes out.
Wait.
I'm sure pretty much everywhere is like basically sold out anyways. But I like to go see my movies when there's not a whole ton of people in the theater, so it'll be a week or two before I actually see it.
I didn't watch Captain Marvel, but her and Thor aren't going to be wearing suits because can't both of them breathe in space?
Captain Marvel, I don't think could breathe in space
Oh, okay.
because
I seen her.
Her suit makes a mask for her.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because I seen her flying around like way up high, and
But Thor seems to hang out in space and be fine because he was hanging out in space during the last movie.
When
Thanos blew up his ship.
Yeah, Star-Lord found him.
Mm-hmm.
I should say my brain is completely giving out on me. Guardians of the Galaxy group.
Guardians of the
met up with
Galaxy.
them. God, my brain was just like not giving me the title. I was like, I know this. I love the movies. Why can't I remember? Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll be the interesting part is how they bring Gamora back since they're making another Guardians movie.
Well, if they bring Gamora back, all right.
They're gonna bring Gamora back if they're if they're making another Guardians movie. They want to have her in there.
Granted, if they get a hold of the stone, there might be something they're able to do with the stone because it is the Soul Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Just saying.
I mean, I would think that the Time Stone would be more useful.
That's true. Yeah, that would be useful too. There are multiple possibilities.
Well, what would the Soul Stone do?
I'll bring her soul back, fix her body while it's going back in there too. I don't know.
I don't think that the Reality Stone has the ability to do that second thing.
Well, yeah, they could fix her body with Reality Stone and then put her soul back in there.
The Soul Stone just tends to contain souls.
I know nothing of them. These are just random guesses I'm throwing out there. Don't take anything. Don't take anything for word. I'm just like, maybe.
It is poorly established what the stones are capable of doing individually.
Yep.
It is poorly established what the stones are capable of doing together.
Except for wiping out half the universe's population.
That's the only thing we know that they can do for sure. Because and we don't even actually know how it accomplished that, because I've heard some really amazing theories.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah.
Well,
You think that Spider-Man Far From Home isn't part of this Avengers series?
I get you. That is actually kind of fun to think about. I need to watch that movie, though. It's in Redbox. I should go
I've
rent
heard
it.
some good theories about it.
Huh. Where are you reading these theories? Just anyone randomly on the net? Or?
Sometimes I just talk to people who know more about the comics than I do.
Oh, okay. As I say, I want to do some digging. Because they sound, well, when you say they're interesting, I trust that they are pretty interesting, which makes me kind of want to go read them.
You know, most of the theories that I'd heard, I actually heard from coworkers when I was at Wormwood.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. So if anyone's looking forward to it, we all hope it does well. I wonder what kind of budget they have for this movie. Because it's probably going to be outrageous.
It knows no bounds.
It's infinity.
Indeed.
We're gonna hate movies after it. Like no movie will compare.
They're just not going to be good enough.
They have done some pretty impressive stuff with the Avengers. I can definitely.
What
agree
topics
with
have we got? What's our next topic?
that.
I think that's it.
That's pretty much it. Other than
What? That's it?
other than getting the flip out of here, we didn't have anything crazy going on today.
Sweet.
Joseph,
Get the
hashtag
flip out of here.
don't spoil the end game. Are you all sassy?
Sassafras.
All right, let's get the flip out of here so Tristan and I can start playing again.
I'll
Even though he left me.
My computer crashed. What do you want?
I didn't know that. I was wondering why you're being so quiet.
Yeah, no, it was like, you're running too many big programs. I'm like, I'm really not. It's like, yeah, but I think so, so bye.
nice. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the podcast, and have a good night.
Good night. Hashtag goodbye.
Goodbye.
Jeez, Tristan, you think it would be ingrained in your memory right now?
I think he does it on purpose.
Yeah, he does. Because he's a butt. Big
Big
old
smelly
boy.
pirate butt.
Joseph also says good night, Caboose.
Aw. Thanks, Joseph.
Oh, another day, another podcast.
Another dollar.